Good morning, Lisa Johnson here, business strategist, coming to you to talk about the myths of passive income. If you are on live, if you're here with me, please do say hello. Let me know you're here so I know who I'm talking to. The myths about passive income. Why am I talking about this now? Let me tell you why I'm talking about this now. Because every single year, I do a challenge called Race to Recurring Revenue to help more people make passive income. I'm kind of known for it. I've been doing it for 5 years. It's one of the best known challenges out there in the UK, and it always makes people thousands of pounds every single year. I get messages constantly saying, oh, I did your challenge last year and now I've made 30,000 from it. And it's a free challenge, so that's quite good, right? So I do that every year and I teach passive income. I stand on stages around the world talking about passive income on a regular basis. Yeah, every time I do this challenge, lots of people come out of the woodwork that haven't posted ever about passive income to just let everybody know a few things about passive income. Like passive income does not exist, all of these kind of things, and it happens every year around this time. So I thought I would tackle this head on and tell you some myths about passive income, and tell you the realities behind them, because it's probably easier than every single other person on the planet while I'm launching doing that exact same thing. So first of all, the first thing we hear is people do sometimes, very rarely say that to make passive income, you don't have to do anything. You can just go to sleep and money will pour down. That's not true. And I think everybody knows that's not true. There is no way of just doing nothing and making money. That's not what passive income means. Passive income means leveraging your time. It's about not trading time for money anymore. It's about growing an asset that you make money from time and time again. What it's not about is going, I'm not going to do anything and money's going to come. Of course, you have to put some things in place to make passive income, but it's never passive in the first kind of 6 months to a year. Yes, you can share this live wherever you want to, absolutely fine. And thank you for doing that, Victoria. So yeah, it's never completely passive at the beginning. Now, that doesn't mean that it can never be passive. You grow an asset, whatever that asset might be, whether it's a course, membership, an audience, an ebook, paint a room in your house, whatever you decide you want your passive income asset to be, and then you make money from it after you've grown the asset. So as you can imagine, growing the asset isn't passive. You have to write the course, you have to grow the audience, you have to understand how to launch. All of those things aren't passive. It becomes passive the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth continuous time that you do it. So when people say, oh, stop listening to people talking about how you can make passive income, it's not true. You can never get anything from just doing nothing and going to sleep. They are correct. I like to think you're all a bit smarter than that, and that you know that that isn't the case, and that actually you will have to build something before it becomes passive. So that's myth 1. Myth 2. Hearing a lot of, anyway, to make passive income, you need loads of money to start with. I didn't have any money to start with. I have made over the past 5 years over £7 million. That's around $10 million in passive or semi-passive income. I didn't have any. I dabbled with Facebook ads for about 2 weeks in my first 6 months, realised I didn't know what I was doing, stopped using Facebook ads completely, and didn't use Facebook ads at all until I got to £1 million. Then I started playing with Facebook ads again, and now I do use them. But it just goes to show you don't have to have any money at the beginning. All you need is knowledge. And that's why I do this challenge, to share the knowledge that you'll need to make passive income. So this whole idea that passive income is just things like putting money into cryptocurrency or building apps, that's definitely not true. There are other ways to make passive and semi-passive income. And semi-passive income is nearly as good as passive income. You can make a lot of money in a very short space of time once you've built the asset. Go back to point 1. So please ignore this whole, you need loads of money to do it. That's not true either. It's just something people like to say when I'm launching. I don't really know why. And the third thing is the big one. Passive income does not exist That is definitely a myth. I can see why people like to say it, because when people first talk about passive income, the word passive makes people latch onto it and go, passive means doing nothing. That isn't what passive means. It never has. Passive income has been around for centuries. So passive income isn't a thing that we made up in the last 5 years when the online business world came. We were talking about passive income 20 years ago when I worked in investment banking, and way before that people were finding ways to make income in a way that meant they didn't have to trade their time all the time. Oh, thanks, Mum. Yeah, I didn't believe passive income existed. Hardly anyone does, because they're listening to people telling them that it doesn't, and telling them that people are selling passive income to mean things like crypto and other things that I don't sell and don't teach. Passive income just means not continually trading time for money. So in my first year, I was doing lots of one-to-one work. I was trading my time for money. If you're a branding expert, if you're a coach, if you're a copywriter, generally what you do is you do something and you make some money. You do something with someone else, you make some money. That's trading time. Whereas when you do things like courses, memberships, ebooks, writing a book or an album or a film, exactly that. You're doing something once and you're making money from it over and over again. And that's what it means. So it definitely does exist. Having a spare room in your house and letting it out to somebody is passive income, because you don't have to do anything. You're just making the money from it. But you do have to do something up front, because you have the house, you're painting the room, you're putting a bed in the room, all those things, you're building the asset. And then the money comes from it. So this whole passive income doesn't exist thing, it simply does exist, or there wouldn't be a word for it. I'm done with trading time for money, working on my first coaching program now. Yeah, and that's semi-passive income, because in a coaching program, you generally may show up live. You don't have to. I have a program called Fabulous Foundations that is completely passive. I don't do anything. It's marketed by Facebook ads, so it's completely passive for me. It's bought and done DIY by people. It's completely passive for me. Was it in the beginning? No, I had to write it. I built the asset. So yes, passive income exists. I've taught over 5,000 people how to make passive income. I've made millionaires through passive income, not just me, but other millionaires, because of the things that I teach during these challenges. So it definitely does exist. So when you hear people say it doesn't exist, what they mean is, I haven't been able to do it. And always bear that in mind. If someone says something doesn't exist or it can't be done, it just means they haven't been able to find a way to do it. And rather than look to people that can teach them how to do it, they'd rather say it doesn't exist. And that's their issue. That will make them feel better. And that's okay. Let's not try and change the minds of people. But if you're open to learning about passive income, I would love you to join my challenge so that you can see how much it does exist. There will be hundreds of people in there that have already made passive income. Yeah, exactly. Sorry. They just haven't worked out how to do it. There'll be lots of people that already make passive income because I've taught them how to do it. So they'll be there to tell you. The challenge is fantastic. I did it in October 2020 and then one-to-many, and it works. Of course it works. People have done it. I was sick the last 5 days. I made €625 whilst unable to work through course sales. The challenge is brilliant. And this is the thing. We can keep telling ourselves that things don't exist, or we can just be open and try it. And then if it doesn't exist, oh, thanks for that, trusty sidekick. If it doesn't exist, then what have you lost? It's a free challenge. You can go, well, that doesn't exist. I don't agree with anything she said. And I'll be like, okay, that's okay. I'm not here for everybody. But I am here for those people that want more freedom. They want more time. They want more money. They want to be able to work from anywhere. And no, I don't mean on a beach, because no one works on a beach with their laptop. There's sand everywhere. The sun shines onto the laptop and you can't see anything. When you go to the beach, don't even bother working, just go to the beach. But you'll have more time to go to the beach, because you'll be able to make money while you're not working, while you're not actually doing anything, which is what I spend my life doing now. If you follow me on Instagram, you will see that I'm constantly traveling with my twins and with my husband, and that I work from a cafe, exactly. And that is because I make money while I sleep, which you're not allowed to say, because everybody goes mad when you say that and says, no one makes money while they sleep. They do. I'm sorry, but they do. And I used to try and kind of say, oh yeah, we don't really make money while I sleep, because it made people feel better, but I'm not doing it anymore. You can make money while you sleep, because you're going to set up an asset first so that eventually you will go to sleep and you will wake up the next morning with thousands of pounds in your bank account, like I do now, like my clients do now. Lots of them do this. And I'm here to help you. It's what I do. It is my life's work to help people make passive and semi-passive income and leverage their time. Does the challenge include launching? We do talk a bit about launching in the challenge, yeah. I did the challenge last year and one-to-many, and now work 3 days a week and make 6 times more. Thank you for that. That is exactly the kind of thing I'm trying to tell people that you guys all do from doing the challenge and from doing my one-to-many program. And then I get, no one does that. Oh, my husband does work on the beach. We have a ridiculous photo of him and 4 workmates all on the beach working while the wives discussed how much the company would pay us to not let the kids bury their phones. You can work on the beach. I tend not to because I'm a bit precious about getting sand in places. I don't like it. So I don't work on the beach, but I do work from some amazing places. And I do work a lot less time than most people who are multimillionaires work. And that is because I've worked out that the one-to-many passive income model works, and I teach it to others. Mel did the challenge and one-to-many last year and dropped to part-time within 8 months and made 18,000. Here you go. Hey Zoe, I haven't done many lately. You can tell that I only do these lives when I'm in a rant mode. When I'm annoyed that all of the competitor coaches are coming out going, if people are inviting you to a passive income challenge, ignore it. You can't make passive income. It's not real. Come and do one-to-one. But no, you can do both. You can have one-to-one and passive. I do a bit of that. I don't do much of it, but I do a bit of it. There are different ways of doing things. There are different business models. There are ascension models. They're all different models of business. And I'm here to help you choose the one that's right for you. And that might include passive or semi-passive income in it, which exist. Okay, I'll let you go. I just wanted to talk about those myths. I'm not pretending that on day one, you are all going to suddenly make lots of money from passive income. You're not. You're going to need to build something. You're probably going to need to build an audience. You're going to need to learn how to launch. You're going to be working really hard in the first 6 months to a year, probably harder than if you didn't want passive income, because there's a lot that goes into it. But you can all do it. Loads of people have, like, and you can, and all of that kind of jazz. So you will be able to do it. I'm currently being driven mad by the TikTok, mostly by creative businesses saying, I don't know how to make passive income and I don't know what it is. Oh, wow. Well, bring them over to me. I will teach them what it is for free in this challenge. There I will be. Okay, I will let you go. Have a good day, whatever it is you're doing. I will see you in the challenge if you're coming in. But yeah, have an amazing week. See you later, guys.